As soon as the sun rises, we can start going through some of these sail sets.
Yeah.
I would like to see them in the sunlight. This is my ship. It's my fancy spinal figurehead.
Hello, you. The sea is blue.
Hello, you.
I've got the Triumphant Sea Dog set to unlock, yeah. Yeah, limited time stuff and whatever. They don't show in the shop either, so you can't even see that you've missed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like the original Huntress, if you haven't got it, it's not with the shipwright.
You won't be able to see it ever.
No, unless they bring it
Wow.
back for you to buy it, kind of thing.
There you are. I was just about to tell you to turn around. Anybody that doesn't know, this is Lero. He does things. He does stuff and things.
Over here. Leave me alone. I'm asleep.
It's not nap time.
Yeah,
It is nighttime. We're like napping, waiting for the sun to come up so we can put sails on. Cute at all. Let's see. Oh, Black Powder Story. Of course I got that one. Why would I not have that one? Do you have that one, Lero? Did you get them all?
Yeah,
Of course you did. Why would you not?
exactly.
Alright. I'm ready. Oh yes, the sword fighting. Yes.
Why does it
I
not?
ooh, by the
Why does it not wield your sword? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I know. It would be cool if it like wielded at least something. A stick sword would be cute. That would be
Like a little
hilarious
wooden-
if it was just a
wooden
wood.
one, yeah.
Yes, yes, a wooden sword. Yes, that would be perfect. Yeah. Oh, that looks lovely. That's what tattoo is that you have there?
What one is that? Hunger and Deep one.
Oh, get naked. I want to see it.
Right, let me just double check.
Waiting for Lero to get naked so I can inspect this tattoo.
Let me pull the curve off as well. And the scars.
Oh my god, you just look like a Neanderthal running around the corner. Yes, grubs! Oh, leeches! Oh, hell yeah, earthworms. More grubs! Oh my god,
What's that?
this is delicious. What are you backing away for? What's going on? What are you worried about? That was good stuff. Come on now.
Did I get some in the bucket then? Please say I did.
Oh shit. Alright, let me see this. Oh no. Okay, so this is the Hungering Deep, right?
Yes.
This is what this is. This is so we were talking about this in the tavern last night, as an update that a lot of people really remembered and like really stood out for them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there because it was like way before my time, but
Yeah. From the first.
there were a
updates.
lot of. It was one of the first ones.
Yeah, it was
There were a
the
lot
first
of
major.
really cool stories. How was it for you? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like the shark on the back. I enjoyed it. Like it's been my favorite event so far, definitely. But
I hear a lot of people say that.
yeah,
I like this.
the worst part is my order of like favorite with events has been whatever came first is my favorite, and then the most recent is like my least favorite kind of thing. That's how it's flowed for me, Bennett.
Hey, zombie. That's funny. That's awesome. So, I've never actually seen a Hungering Deep tattoo in its glory as such. Somebody sent me some pictures of a group with them, but it was like just the front, so that was the first time I got to walk around that. That's cool. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that with us. What's this? Oh, what's this? I like that one. What have we got here? Ooh, look at that.
the
I
one
like the
from
I like this.
what was it called? It was the skeleton ship one. What's that thing called again?
Look at that. Wow. Was it Forsaken Shores? No,
No.
Forsaken Shores was the roar, right?
Forsaken Shores was the raw. Cursed Sails. That's it.
Cursed Sails.
Forsaken Shores is
Wow.
this tattoo here, which is the one I used to wear, which is like my profile picture and whatnot.
Oh, come forward. I can't walk around you because of the pole. There you go. Oh, yeah. Look at the chain on the leg and the volcano. I love it. That's pretty awesome.
I like the chain around the neck as
That's
well
nice.
because it goes right the way around
Mhm.
like an actual.
Like
it's
a
on the back
necklace,
as
yeah.
well, look.
Yeah. That's cool.
Let me re-equip everything properly now. That one. There we go. This is my proper outfit.
Alright, we're gonna go through. Let me see. Alright, we're gonna get Lear Lake in his proper outfit. This is the one and only Lear Lake. This guy. Beautiful. If you see that guy climbing your ladder, you should probably just give up because they're gonna whoop your ass.
Don't just give up.
Okay.
Give us a challenge. That's the idea.
don't just give up. Give us a challenge. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. All right, I need to pull out the right weapon. Sword.
Especially if I'm the one boarding,
talk
that
to me
means
that
that
way.
it's not a very
There's
good
a
crew.
chance.
Yeah.
If it's me, you should just sword fight me.
Just one shot blender done.
Oh shit. I'm walking to the side. God dang it.
There we go.
Thank you, sir. This is the ship that Silent and I run. This is our ship. I'm not telling you what her name is. But
Well,
until everyone else knows her name, we're just calling her Her Majesty. All right. It's the first thing you do. Fall off.
Well done.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's my flag. That's not the flag that goes with this set.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. This one was from the Emporium, right?
Yes. Bear and Bird, which is a reference to one of their old games, Banjo-Kazooie.
I've heard of this game.
I've never played it either, don't worry. But that's...
I did hear of it.
Yeah, that was the figurehead that was in the Emporium. But we did also have the collector's version.
Ooh, fancy.
And the sales
Look at that.
change as well.
Ah, I've seen the puzzle piece one.
Oh, it was a 3D
Mhm.
platformer, was it? Right. I never knew that. I've never actually like looked into it. I just know about it.
That's kind of cool.
But on the anniversary of Banjo-Kazooie, they also released this figurehead, which is different again.
So there's 3 figureheads for Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, so you got
Set.
that's the original one. That's the Emporium one. And then you've got the Collector's Emporium.
The collectors. Wow, that's cool. Very nice.
So that one's my favourite out of them. The original.
I like that one too. Yeah. The other 2. I don't know where that. I'm hoping that sloop is not like can come over here and.
So
I don't even know where he went.
there's no anchor, cannons, or wheel for this. Because it's one of the older sets.
This is badass. This is the figurehead that I wish I had. Like, of all the figureheads that I've ever seen, this is the one that I've always wanted. Like, you just... And I don't have these sails either. I love this set. Okay, tell me about this set. What did this set come from?
This was in the black market. So this is one of the limited times from that. I can't actually remember when it came though. It was... Oh, it was during Cursed Sales. So you had to do skeleton fleets for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it comes there. You had to win all the battles. So you had to do. There was one in the wilds, one in Ancient Isles, and one in Shores of Plenty. So you had to do one. You had to complete each of them to then unlock.
I would have so done
these.
that. I would have so done that so easily too. Oh, the good things you miss.
Yeah.
Look at those.
So we've got. You got any then?
Oh, this is the build rats?
Yes. Do we have wheels and whatnot for them? No. Okay.
I think because they're lower, like,
Yeah, one of the
air
originals,
quote,
yeah.
lower level. Yeah, yeah.
We've got.
Does that figurehead glow in the dark? Does the
I believe so.
on it? Oh, yep, it does. It do. A little bit it does. Yep, that's the Bone Crusher set.
Yeah.
That goes with, like, all of the other Bone Crusher stuff, but not really. Right?
Yeah, so it goes with. I think the entire set was the time limited.
Mm. And then you had, oh,
But you have now got the. Where are they? The Fearless Bone Crusher sales, which are kind of
there you go.
what they've brought back, kind of thing, to.
I
Like
don't
the
think I
recolor
did.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
I
they
like
were-
the other ones better.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one's definitely better.
Yeah, 100%. I can't tell what color these ones are. Oh, what's the trident go to? What set is that?
This is Admiral. It's literally just called Admiral Sales, this one. Yeah, something to do with that one.
There you go.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just in the shipwright. That's just a normal one you can buy. This one I like.
Are those standalone sales?
Yeah. So that one is this. You get the sales and the title for them.
What's the title?
It's Brave Vanguard is the title, and these are just Vanguard sales. They weren't alpha actually. Everyone thinks that they are, but what it actually was you had to sign up for what they called at the time the Insider program, which was basically just a mailing list to get access to alpha. You never actually had to play alpha. You never actually had to even install the game. You just had to be on that list.
So you just signed up for a website letter and they gave you the sales,
Yeah.
the code for the sales for that,
Yeah,
for
you-
signing up for the letter.
You get when these came to the game, then that you got a message from Xbox in your Xbox messaging system. But they were never actually for the alpha. So I think the idea was supposed to be alpha, but the way they implemented it wasn't. You had to play alpha because I never played alpha, and I have them.
And there you have it. They're not alpha sales.
This next set.
Those are really pretty, though. I like them.
This next set you should.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is the ghost set. I know this one.
Yes.
This is the ghost set, and you get this for different levels of Athena in your as a pirate legend.
Yes. So the figurehead's level 10. The hull's level 5. The sails are level 7. Don't think they've added the wheel or anything, have they?
No.
Not yet.
Would be nice. I do like this figurehead because it does very much a lantern.
Well said, zombie. Well said.
Yeah, the asshole sales.
Yeah.
These are the sales that like everyone is so excited to get, and they're like, these are badass and they glow in the dark. And then the first thing they do is try to go and show off their might as a new Athena pirate legend, and what happens is people who know what they're doing whoop their ass.
Yeah.
but they become trolls, or like I see a lot of trolls use. I like these sails. They really are pretty, but there are a lot of people that use them to be very clearly like, hey, here I am, and I'm coming for you. Like, you're not hiding at all with these at all, at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's what Zombie said.
You want to be seen.
It's the people who use them rather than the sales themselves is the issue. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. Because I've used them and I've had people come up to me and even comment like, "Well, you've got those sails on, so you must want you must want to fight." And it's like, "No, I
I
thought
just
they were
like
cool,
them,
but
so
okay."
yeah, why not? And I like how
Sorry.
you've got the cut in them as well.
Mhm.
So you've got the case of you can actually see through them when sails are fully down.
Yeah, I love the tattered sails
Yeah,
specifically for that. That's why I run Kraken sails because they've
because they've
got the
got them.
tears where you can see.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, these ones are really nice. That is a good the ghost set.
Do you got any?
This is a level of Sea Dog
This is
set.
just Sea Dog.
Just Sea Dog.
Yes.
There are what, 5 levels of Sea Dog sets? This
So
is
there were, I think, 5 maybe, but it's a case of some of these have been removed because
oh.
like look at the I'll put the rogue sea dogs on now. Tell me the difference between the figureheads.
It's the color.
Yes, that's the only
Yes.
difference. So it's a case of because they were also similar. People complained that they were visually similar and they didn't have much difference. So it's a case of they removed them and said, okay, we'll change them, whatever, but they never have gotten to it. So they're still
I
removed.
see.
It's the same with
Ah.
you got like Build Rat, and then you've also got Scurvy Build Rat, which was one of the other removed ones. And I think the only difference was the color of the actual like light on the front of the fish,
I see. I see.
which is that one there. Funny enough, I managed to get my hands on that one.
Nice.
Nope.
This is a really majestic looking set, I think. Doesn't this one have a second figurehead as well?
Yeah. So the second figurehead, you got this is Royal Sovereign, which is level 50 gold holder for the figurehead. You've also then got just Sovereign, which is a slight change. I
Hmm.
believe there is a yeah, they've got a different sail and whatnot as well.
Oh, very nice. That's actually a really nice set as well.
Yeah,
And this is the
Sovereign.
Sovereign versus the Royal Sovereign.
Yeah,
The
so
last one was the Royal
the
Sovereign.
Royal Sovereign's the more yellow one. But what
Hmm.
I found funny about this is if you look at the cannons now, the cannons look like they're more for the other set, but they're just Sovereign cannons.
What's the other cannon? Do the other cannons again?
They haven't got other cannons that I can
Oh.
see anyway. Ceremonial. I can't even say that word. Ceremonial Admiral sails. Is that one?
Those are interesting.
I do like them, but I think it's just a case of. It's. I think it's the figurehead for me with that set.
I don't think the set matches very well at all.
No.
At all. Like,
It's a really weird set, that one.
it's different for sure. I mean, I kind of like the sail, but I don't like the set. I think that it would
Yeah.
be like it just doesn't match at all.
You should know.
This was one that somebody let their 3-year-old pick.
Yes, basically.
Right.
You know this one.
I recognize this, and I don't know what it's called.
I forgot that the actual other sail was a different colour. Yeah, Pirate Legend, this is.
This is the plain. It's just pirate. It doesn't have a fancy Athena name or anything. This is pirate legend
Legendary.
set.
It's just
Legendary.
so you got legendary figurehead, legendary sails, and legendary hull. Everyone knows.
I don't think I ever. Yeah, I don't think I ever used this figurehead. I think somebody put it on my ship once. I do think it's pretty to look at, but I don't think it's pretty to sail.
See, when I first became a legend, like, what was that? Almost 2 years ago now. Shit. It was cool to have because you came across it quite rarely. But now that it's quite easy to get to pirate legend for a decent player, then it becomes meaning of nothing really.
Yeah, it devalues it tremendously.
Yeah. There is a full set for
I
that
didn't know
as
there
well.
was two.
So
I didn't know there
you've
was
got
a second.
the Golden Legend, which was for anyone who was a pirate legend within before the first anniversary of the game.
Oh, why don't I have this?
Were you
Do
a
I
pirate
have- I should
legend
have this.
before the deadline?
I mean, the day before.
Yeah, you should then. It
Technically.
should just be in the vantage
Yes.
chest, in the shipwright chest, because it just got given to people rather than you had to buy it, kind of thing.
I shall have to go and look.
Yeah.
This one for.
This is the Hungering One figurehead. So this was the figurehead
I was gonna
you
say
got.
that's a meg.
Yeah.
Not a shark.
This is the one you got for completing the Hungering Deep.
Oh.
Yeah. Same as like my tattoos were, and the you had the drum and the speaking trumpet then as well. Yeah, there's quite a few zombie. I'm kind of lucky I've managed to stick with it from the beginning. The ones you were thinking of is this one, which is the shark. And that does have a full set to go alongside it.
I use that hull sometimes. I've never used those sails though. It's a nice set.
The
But it doesn't look awful at all.
The thing I hate about this set here, though, when we first loaded into the Hungering Deep, all of us knew from the patch notes there was going to be some sort of limited time figurehead we could get, but we never understood how we were going to get it. So we all rushed to the shops and bought the brand new stuff that was in the shops immediately. And then when we finished Hungering Deep and we got given this, we're like, oh, so we've just wasted our gold. Because you can still
And it was
get
harder to get gold back then.
It was harder to get gold, and they were more expensive because they've lowered the prices since then. Because during Cursed Sales, the skeleton ships declared war upon the outpost. And since there was then a sale going on, and to congratulate us for like winning the war kind of thing. And ever since they've kept the prices lower. The gold is easy to come by and everything's cheaper.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's economic background to Sea Thieves,
Yeah.
guys. Did you know that? There's some story there.
It's a very complex game.
It is. Alright, this is the one that I called Lucy and ran on the front of the ship for the longest of times. But her name's not really Lucy.
No.
And she's the Huntress from a video game. Yes?
Which is another old rare game.
Alright, and then the Huntress had a second. There was one from the Emporium, too,
Yes.
as well.
So they're called the exact same thing, funny enough.
She got a haircut.
And her guns changed. They have smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Huntress. That's Huntress. So again, because it was an Emporium item, you've also then got
Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna go take a look at these cannons and stuff on this one.
I find the front of the cannon
This,
really weird. Like, if you go onto the plank and have a look at the actual front.
Oh yeah, wow, that's interesting.
I feel like a cannonball wouldn't fit out of that,
Yeah.
and neither would a person.
I
Because if you
mean,
think, look at like the width of the normal cannon
yeah.
with the hole, a bit wider, then like it just shrinks.
Interesting. Ah,
Yeah.
the collector. It's much brighter. It's colorful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Look it. Nice.
And then the sails also change because of the collector. Well, I do.
Very lovely.
What is the actual main difference? Ah,
The
right.
design is
So
different.
it's
Yeah.
darker and then there's more design to it.
Beautiful. I do like that blue.
Yeah. You know that figurehead?
I know this figurehead. This was. Correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is that there was a specific con in 2018 that you had to go to, and you could get codes for it there if you went to the Rare or Sea of Thieves booth. I'm not sure which. And then there was an event with Arena where if you watched so many minutes of so many matches, or was it entire matches on like a specific platform,
Yeah.
you could get it that
Yeah,
way.
so it was Comic Con. I think it was the 2018 Comic Con, maybe 2019. I can't remember now. They all blend together for me.
It would have been 18.
Yeah, and then it was mix-up specific, and it was you had to watch. I think it was 15 arena matches. So what it would do, it was scanning the streamer's screen, and seeing, it was like trying to find out the scoreboard, the top right, the big pop-up you get at the end of the match, and then it was incrementing how many you've watched by that kind of figure. But it also took minutes into account, so you couldn't just jump into a stream just as the match was ending kind of thing. You had to be there for a bit longer. But that was pretty easy to
I
get, because that
see.
was over like a week, and we had like at least 10 to 15 streamers at any one time streaming Arena because of it.
Oh wow. This is an amazing figurehead. I won mine. I got one. I won it.
Yeah.
I was watching a stream and they did a giveaway.
You're lucky.
I'm very lucky. I'm extremely fortunate.
I can't remember if this as well, there was, if you bought something from the merchandise shop at the time, you could get them as well. Like what? This one's Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Which I can't remember how you get. In the normal shipwright shop.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to do something for it.
No, I think you're thinking of the one for...
Just the vendor?
Yeah, you're thinking of the killer whale ship set.
Oh yeah, the killer whale set.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a story behind that set as well. We'll get to that. We've done Bone Crusher. My favourite figurehead is next.
Oh yeah, this one. So Marauder, my backup helmsman, he's also one of our amazing mods. Also has that one, and he's extremely proud of it. So when he sails, we wear this figurehead.
It is Forsaken Ashes figurehead.
There you go, Forsaken Ashes figurehead.
Yeah, I
And
love
this
figurehead.
one, I've never actually seen this full set together.
Oh,
But
really?
this is my understanding from Forsaken Shores, which was another major update that kind of had its own life.
Yes.
so to speak.
But it was this update that brought in the Devil's Roar and the story behind that with Grace Morrow, Stitcher Jim, uh, and then there's also the little stories about how the people died on stuff like Ruby's Fall and Flintlock Peninsula and how they got their names as well.
So while we've got this set on and we're talking about this, this is something else that we discussed yesterday. We were talking in the tavern in the SOT official chat on Discord, and the conversation, and I had another conversation with someone else too. And the story that I'm understanding is that Stitcher Jim, who I always thought was kind of shady, not only has he traveled around to different islands throughout the history of Sea of Thieves, but when the Roar was introduced, didn't he attempt to poison the captain and then leave the rest of the crew for dead in the Roar?
Yes. So this is why everyone finds that about Stitcher Jim. So he was originally brought. He's in one of the books, Athena's Fort. Is it Athena's Fortune? I believe. I think so. Yeah. So he's in one of the actual books, which are all canon lore as well. And then when he was introduced into the game, it was through Forsaken Shores. The story behind it was he was part of the Forsaken Shores Alliance, which was captained by Grace Morrow. But he found the wondrous box of the mysterious box of wondrous secrets, and he decided to take it for himself. So he killed all the people you have to find as part of the Forsaken Shores update. So all the skeletons that are around the islands. And then he also tried to poison Grace Morrow, but failed because of her use to that kind of thing.
Ah.
And then once the update ended, he then disappeared.
Make it easy. So the Box of Wondrous Secrets was something that was also introduced with Forsaken Shores, then.
Yes. So it's
and
a,
then and then it returned later on, correct?
So it's always been persistent. So it's never actually been removed. So it's been a case of it's extremely rare, and it's only found in the Devil's Roar. So on one of the islands, you'll find it like a washed up piece of loot, but it is extremely rare, and that's why it's so much money as well.
Nice. Nice. The group I was with when we found ours, I'm pretty sure Dirty, I think Dirty Dozen was with us that day too. And we were going through the Roar, and we stopped because of an earthquake or something, or we wanted to stop for safety for whatever reason, and there just happened to be the girl that was with us ran around the corner and was like, "I found a box," and I was like, "Wait, what?" It was just random as hell, but it was amazing. Yeah, it was nice. Got some good pictures of that. It was the only time I've ever seen one. Also,
Yeah, I've never seen one out in the wild.
we should go Wondrous Secrets box hunting.
That's an idea.
Let's do it.
So before I go further with the sales, I'm going to go back to Cursed Sales.
Absolutely.
Because we know about the Bone Crusher sale, but you were also able to buy a sale for each individual region at the time. You were able to buy a sale for the Ancient Isles, which is that one there.
That's this one, yeah.
Which is
Yes.
people call the Christmas set.
Really?
Yeah, if you I can't remember what they normally put as the hull and whatnot, but there is like some set you can put, and it's all red and green. So it becomes the Christmas ship. And then obviously now with the ability to change your lantern colour, they'll do that, and then they'll have cursed cannonballs, so they have the green there, and sometimes they have the purple.
Fight!
That's great. These are the wilds. So obviously it's all of these you were able to just go to the shipwright and just straight up buy. Once you had finished the actual storyline and bought and spoken to the one about these sales, but then they get removed from the game after the event, I believe.
Oh man. I do kind of like. I like this.
And
The
then
wilds.
the Shores of Plenty then is there.
Oh, those are pretty. Wow. I've never ever seen these before. Have you seen these before, Zombie? Those are Look at that with the sun behind it. That's just beautiful. Wow.
I love how the description for these sails is represent the shores of plenty in battle. No death in paradise today.
That's nice,
Yeah.
actually. Wow. Those are really nice. I like that a lot. I can't lie.
Yeah, they are nice.
Beautiful.
You you obviously know what those sails are.
Yes, these are the Kraken sails, and the Kraken set. If you have the Kraken set, these are the sails that I like to run because they're tattered and you can see through them
Yes.
when you're driving, and that's very very helpful.
I never knew you drove a ship. I always sailed
I
it.
drive.
Maybe that's why you keep.
I
Maybe that's why you keep crashing into islands.
It's just because I'm driving. I'm trying to drive onto land. That's why. Didn't you know?
So one thing I noticed about these sails though is if you look at the head of the Kraken, you the sail it looks like a ship sailing through the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you look at it from afar, it's a face.
Yes. I love that use of
Really, really clever design
space.
there. Yeah.
Yes. It's very clever.
So obviously you've got Team Kraken. We've now got to have Team Crab.
Oh, one of my okay, so my friend runs all of this set, everything, all the way down to the socks, the boots, the
The
hats.
full-on
Um,
crab people.
Full on crab person because crab people is a thing in the Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
There are crab people, and that's why there's crab dabbing. And to honor the crab people, let's crab dab. See, here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
I gotta find it on my wheel now. There it is.
Just because you've got 4,000 emotes on your wheel. This is for the crab people.
Crab people. Crab people.
Crab people. The So this is the ocean crawler set.
Yes.
And it is the crab people set. The crab people set. It's very interesting and bright. I don't dislike it. I just am always like, wow, that's really interesting and bright.
So next, to show off the next set of sails, I'm going to put on what I normally sail with, because I like how it looked with it.
And these are, I have learned, called the overachiever sails.
Yes.
And these were
So-
for what?
These were for earning specific achievements on the Xbox platform before the 14th of December 2018. So it was due to them lowering the requirements of the actual achievement. So to congratulate the people who had already achieved it, they gave these sales to them.
Oh, wow. So they made things easier, and before they made it easier, they congratulated the people that did the harder work. Right?
Yeah.
With the sales? Kind of?
There was a
Yeah.
big issue around it, so these sales never originally existed. It was a case of the community was like, hang on a minute, you're just going to lower it without even doing anything for the people who already got it.
So it was a response.
So it was response. So what they had done is they did have an original date, which I can't remember, which was the day they changed over the achievements. But then they decided, okay, if you achieve it before this date, you'll be able to have them as well, kind of thing.
Ah,
I always
I see.
I always hated the fact that they changed the date, but I'm glad they did because I wouldn't have had them otherwise. Because it was it was at the time they had the Gilded Voyages. There was also then like there was a Pirate Legend one for so an Athena voyage, which you ended up getting, I believe, 3 chests at the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of these gilded 3 chest voyages.
yeah. So they've come out in 2 waves so far. We had there was one original wave, which had I can't remember why I can't remember which way round they were, but it was came out in 2 seconds. I know I've got 2 in my inventory currently. But if you were, I believe, if you were a pioneer, so the beta testers kind of thing, when they were testing it, if you bought one in the test environment, they would actually give you one in the main game as well. So some people could have 3 potentially.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was I still have both of mine. So I have. If I whoops. If I go through my voyages, I've still got both of my gilded. I've got a Devil's Roar Athena, but then I've also got all the individual voyages from all the updates since everything you've bought with the Bloons voyage wise. I've got all of mine.
Wow.
Like even down to stuff like the stuff over Christmas that we would get in, like if you logged in every day kind of thing, I've still got all them. The Gift Seeker stuff, which is the current event, I've got. The voyages from the last event I've still got. I just can't get rid of anything.
I've used some of mine, but I don't. I actually, right before the Christmas events, I cleared out my voyages and made sure I had 0 on hand, and I tried to keep it that way, and now I'm back up to 4 again.
Yeah.
Mostly the event ones, though.
Yeah, what
I do like those overachiever sales, though. Those are nice.
yeah, this is definitely nice, and the entire
and
ship is great as a group.
And yeah, and I was going to say, aside from the flag on this particular ship,
Oh yeah, I gotta go
looks
change
like
that now.
this looks something familiar, as if I've seen it before, and it has an actual name.
Yes, it does. Let me actually change the flag, and then I can tell you the name.
I'm waiting. I'm watching.
So this ship, I am the helmsman for, and then I have my captain then as well. There it is, the Morningstar flag.
Ta-da.
So this
In
is
this ship,
the Breathless Broadside.
if you ever see this coming at you on the sea, it's probably got Lero behind the wheel.
Most likely.
More than likely. More than likely. This is a beautiful ship, though, that you guys have here.
I do love it. I love the fact that the dragon on the front though, like this. I can't get over like how great the dragon is, especially being Welsh, where our flag is a dragon. It's great.
Hey, somebody once told me that. And then sent me pictures of the Welsh flag because I was like, I don't remember what it looks like.
The red dragon
it's not something
on
that I
green
see
grass and then the
very
white
often.
sky.
Yeah.
Great.
So I do love this dragon. And this dragon you got how?
So the dragon was the Forsaken Ashes. So it was.
This is the Forsaken Ashes dragon.
Yeah, it was.
It does look so different.
Where did I find? So it was for discovering all the islands on the Forsaken Shores. That's what that was for.
Ah.
So you had to actually step foot on every island, including the outpost.
Very nice, very nice.
So next is this one.
Oh my. Who is this lady?
Have a look at her legs.
Well, she doesn't have any.
She's a mermaid. This is the Wailing Barnacle set. So this was another time limited in the black market. But the whole theme is around the fish you see on the sails and the whole mermaid kind of style.
This is really pretty set. I've never seen it. Oh, I'm gonna go check out the wheels. The wheel and the cannons. I've not ever seen this set before. What's this set for? The Wailing Barnacle set.
Yes.
What do we get this for?
They were all in black market, I believe. Let me find when it was.
This is, look at this. This wheel is so just plain and simple. I love it. Like, there's no extra base or anything. It's just there. And these cannons. Those are interesting cannons. I do like them. Oh, I like it's just got the rope on it. That's nice. The Wailing Barnacle.
So the Wailing Barnacle was in the black market during the update of Shrouded Spoils. That's when that was.
Shrouded Spoils.
Yeah, so
what was the Shrouded Spoils update?
The Shrouded Spoils was the fourth major update, which was they brought a lot of. To me, it felt like there was a lot of improvements to the game more than increasing what's available. So stuff like the actual spawn rate of a fort, so the big skull in the sky. Originally, it was every 3 hours they would spawn, whereas now it's every 5 minutes. As a result of that, it's the same with the Kraken, so that can now spawn every time the fort is completed. What else did they? Let me have a look at the commendations. This is where they added all the different megalodons as well. So originally we only had the one, but now we've got the infamous Shrouded Ghost, along with all the others.
So I have a question. I understand, and I don't know the whole story, but if you could fill me in a little bit, I'm going to try to do this. So my understanding is that there were originally mermaids in the game, and then they took them away for a while due to whatever reason. And then they brought them back with this update, and when they were originally, they didn't drop gems, but then when they came back with this update that goes with this set, then they did drop gems.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yeah,
Okay.
so the entire story is they brought in mermaid statues, and the story behind it was these statues are using, I can't remember what it was, but I believe it was just some sort of magical power that was, I believe, destroying the world or something like that. And it was a case of you had to go around and help destroy them to stop all this happening. At the time, it was just a case of destroy the statues and just earn your commendation. But
Gotcha.
Sea of Thieves then went through a phase of they had some memory issues where they had to temporarily disable some stuff to actually ensure the game was running okay, because they were in the process of doing the big optimization update. So they removed them for a while. And then to bring them back, instead of just bringing them back for the case of people need them to be able to complete their commendations, they thought, how can we give them purpose to bring them back? Of which then they went back and had a look at the statues, had a look what they could do with them, and then they realised then they have the gem in their chest, and why don't they drop the gem? So that's where then the 3 different gems came about, because they had the 3 different statues anyway.
But the first time I ever saw a mermaid statue, or the first time that I ever did a mermaid statue, and they're like, it's a red one, everyone come down here, and everyone has to help, and they're like going through this, and we go down there, and I happen to be like the last one to realize that I could turn around and swim up towards the top. So when I turned around to swim upwards, it was this gem floating, and then the entire crew in front of me just swimming upwards, and it was like just this brilliant display, and I was like, oh, it was really, really pretty. Yeah, that was it. And I was like, this is exciting, like this is cool. but I didn't know the story. I didn't know that there was a story with it. So that's awesome to know that
Yeah.
there is and to hear that.
Behind almost everything in the in every update we've had, there has been some sort of lore in implication as well. So even like the
That's
recent
awesome.
ones with we have Jim coming back to take the Emporium off Duke for a bit while he's away. There are lore
Mhm.
implications on that, and there was a story behind that as well, rather than just they swapped out the character.
Yeah, yeah. Which is awesome. I think I wish I'd have known sooner that there was lore in the game.
Yeah,
So,
I think
so this.
one of the great
Go
pieces
ahead.
of lore is the fact that with Arena, so the sea dogs that run the arena, Lessadai and DeMarco, they are the Pirate Lord's kids, and there is a whole comic about them and their sailing through the Sea of Thieves, and I don't want to ruin the story and whatnot, but it's a
No,
nice comic.
that was a four-part story, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there was four comics to tell.
Yeah.
I've got the there's also like a collector book you can get, which is just all four stories one after another in one book kind of thing. But
Nice.
they're comics rather than
Should
stories, but they are really
send
good.
that to me. I'll take your copy.
My copy's physical.
Yeah, I'll take it. Go
No.
ahead, just send it to me.
No.
This is the Wailing Barnacle, which is really pretty, by the way. I like this one.
So
It's a nice set.
next, I wonder if you'll recognize this next set.
I do recognize this next
You
set.
do?
I have a couple of pieces of this set, but I do not have the entire set. And I just want to say this is special. And a friend of mine, the first time I saw this set, a friend of mine actually has the whole set. Hippie has, I think, the whole set. Anyway, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, a white hole. Yeah, these cannons. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this set is. So this is the insider set. And I don't remember what it's exactly called.
So this is called the Silver Blade,
The Silver Blade. Yep, that's it.
which
Got it.
actually, speaking, let me grab that. I cannot remember for the life of me. Let me just double check.
This is the Silver Blade set. I don't have the whole set. I wish I had the whole set, but I don't have the whole set, and I don't know if I can get the whole set.
So the Silver Blade set was actually owned by Captain Flameheart while he was human. I'm watching you on the stream rather than watching you in things, so I'm hearing you like splash, and that is great. So
Parkour.
you say you have to die to become a skeleton lord. If you read Tales from the Sea of Thieves, which is the book, there is not, yeah, like Zombie just said, not necessarily. There is a way he became a skeleton lord, and it wasn't a case of him dying.
That's very interesting.
I hate trying to explain the books and whatever because I don't want to give away stuff from it that like would ruin the reading experience. It's really annoying.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no spoilers.
the difference between the actual setting game and the original book's description was it was originally described as a spell-binding portrayal of a girl setting free a dove, gripped by what is presumed the cold hand of death. But we have
Wow.
but instead we have the white eagle.
That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. I do like this set though. I like that it's bright. It's one of the brighter sets, and I actually use this hull because it is brighter. Yeah, you can get it, zombie.
Yeah, so this
This is a
set,
really
if you
pretty
go
set.
to seaofthieves.com/insider, if you actually take, it's their beta testing program, if you actually take part and help out and you test the game, although you will be set for spoilers for future updates because you test. Every week you can earn some sort of item, so you get gold some weeks and other weeks you get an actual item, so you've got the figurehead, you've got the sails. You've also got stuff like the cutlass and the Eye Reach and the flintlock and stuff like that as well that, well, we believe is coming. The cutlass hasn't actually shown up yet for any of us. It just takes time.
Yeah, I have not got the whole set. I've only got a couple pieces of it. It's very awesome. Very, very awesome. Oh, look at this set. Whoa, look at this puppy here.
You might recognize the logo from this set.
I do.
Yeah, because you most likely have this set as well. Is it?
I have one similar.
These are called Gilded Phoenix, which is the creator crew, so it's to do with streaming and everything. Yeah. I find it weird that it's only the sales you get for this. Like, it's weird there's no set to go along with it.
It's a very nice set. I wouldn't wear this set though. I wouldn't wear these sails around.
No, I am. It's more a case of having them to prove that you are kind of thing, and it's just a. Because
I feel
you only
like
have to do 5
sailing...
minutes streaming for them anyway, so it.
Yeah, they're not hard to earn.
It's more of a welcome, ain't it?
Yep. Actually, don't look bad with that hole. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why I left it on that one.
Very nice.
There's so you were thinking about the this next set, the Killer Whale set, which was to get through the ranks of
yes.
These are
Merrick's ship.
Yes.
This was Merrick's ship.
So
Merrick is my favorite.
Merrick has quite a lot of stuff throughout the seas. There is. So if you go to what is now called the Reaper's Hideout, it was actually a shipwreck in the middle of the two islands, which is the Killer Whale ship. And now the mysterious stranger has stolen the mast and used that as a Christmas tree-esque thing for this update. But you can actually see the actual marks in the sand where she's dragged it out of the water and everything. During Hungering Deep, Merrick referenced the ship and referenced that he sank due to attack by a megalodon.
Wow.
Because the whole hunting the hungering one was Merrick's quest, and that's why he asked you to help. But the figurehead, I believe, is also a reference to another rare game. I can't remember what one though. Let's see if I can.
I do like this set. I don't think it matches. It's another one of those sets where it's like, yeah, these are all cool pieces, but I don't really feel like that they match.
Use them together.
I wouldn't use them together,
No.
but Merrick did because Merrick's awesome. Right.
Okay, so it doesn't look like these had. Okay, so we have skipped over a couple of sales because they don't have hulls or figureheads or whatnot.
Okay.
Which is the Festival of the Damned sales.
Before my time, then this is the one where.
So this is Halloween the year before. So Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
So for this, it was a case of you had to collect the lantern, the flame of fate, from the Ferry of the Damned.
And that was all the 6 different colored flames.
Yeah. So you've got
when they were hard to get.
yes.
'Cause
So
they used to be hard to get.
yellow was the default color. So what your ship spawns with, what you spawn with. If you it doesn't count as a flame of fate, but if you quote unquote suicide in the game, you can get back to this color. So like either jump from the crow's nest or drown or something like that. But then you've got blue, which is a shark or megalodon. Red, which is volcanoes, lava, fire. Now they've introduced fire. Green was a skeleton. White was lightning. Everyone thought white was going to be the most difficult until we read the patch notes and they were like, yeah, we've buffed the storms by like 200%. And we're like, wait, what? So you go into a storm
Yeah.
and you like instantly dead.
These are very nice. I do like this set a lot. It's very spooky. I like it.
Yeah, it's like zombies.
So
I
you
don't think they're any different. I don't know it. I haven't tested it since they've included the whole cutlass mechanic with that more likely to strike you. So I wasn't sure between whether they've added the belt as well because they know about that description, or whether it's still just the description is just there for being the description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
This is the mercenary ship. I think Trav's gone to sleep.
So this is an interesting set. I have these sails. I do like them. As a matter of fact, the gentleman in the Christmas boat yesterday was running these sails because they're quite red and greeny. I don't think I've seen the rest of the set all set up together.
Yeah,
It is a nice set, though.
an interesting
this one.
set. I do find though that the cannons and whatnot are kind of there's quite a difference
Dulled.
between them than than like the hull and whatnot
Yeah.
because they have those bright spots on them as well. But I think matching the figurehead's fine.
And don't the eyes on this glow in the dark as well?
I don't know.
Hey, Carrot.
It looks like it does from what we can see there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so these were black market again. And these
So
were
you missed the figurehead, I see.
right. Yeah, these were Mercenary Voyages Part 4 is what Wiki calls them.
I think this was recent one though, because I have it.
So this was July to August 2019.
Of this yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
of this past year, yeah.
So it was black powder stashes.
I think that's probably why I have it, because it was September or October when I broke down and was like, buy everything.
Figurehead.
Ah, yes.
You might have seen this one, but there is also another sail design, which is basically the same set. This one is the Wandering Reaper sails.
Oh, hold on. This is one that you can't see from here. We have
Oh,
to
is
go
it?
over
Yeah.
here for this. Yeah, because this is only a mid-sail. The Wandering Reaper. And I don't have this. I've not seen this one. So this is new. This one's new to me.
So,
And how did you get the Wandering Reaper?
the Wandering Reaper was the black market again. It was the second part of Mystery. So it was the where's my accommodation? Mercenary.
So this is just a standalone sail, though.
It's the sail and
Or
the
the
hull.
sail and the hull.
Yeah, it was during like the beginning of the mercenary voyages. Believe it was Wanderer's Refuge that these ones were in. So when it was the Reaper run of Wanderer's Refuge, it was these sails you could get.
Nice.
But they also then have the second version. So when they did the Reaper's run of Shipwreck Bay, they then had these sails you could get instead, which is a different
Ah,
design.
I've seen these. These I've seen. Yes, I like these sails.
But
I do like that sail
we
set.
didn't get another hull. It was only the sails that changed between the two events.
So these were for shipwreck, and the other ones were from wanderers.
Yeah, so you had to do that with the Reaper's
Ah.
Mark flag up to get all the
Oh, I
commendations.
see.
So everyone was seen on the map, and it was literally just a massive pile of ships at Wanderer's Refuge and bouncing between the three. So it was the
Nice.
interaction between the people that made that event. So the storm spent more time in that region, so it was more likely for you to have the storm like at Wanderer's Refuge while you're trying to dig up chests and engage in these battles to get the other chests and stuff like that. It just made it even more of a cluster bomb of events.
I imagine. It sounds like it. What fun. Excitement.
And then
Sounds
yeah,
exciting.
that one definitely was. But then the next event after that, it was essentially a copy paste, but instead of Wanderer's Refuge and
Oh.
whatnot, it was Shipwreck Bay, Crooks Hollow, and Snake Island.
Mm.
So you would still got the same interaction, and the storm still moved over and whatnot, but it was just in the wilds and Ancient Isles instead of Shores of Plenty and Ancient Isles.
Very lovely.
Now I've got this
Very
next
lovely.
set. I think I should have it all.
Ooh, I recognize this set. This is an arena set. This is a Sea Dog set. What is
Yes.
this? I don't remember which one it is, though. It
So
is
this one's the Glorious Sea Dog.
the Glorious Sea Dog.
So this one is just a case of, I believe it's you leveling up through. So like the figurehead, I believe is level 50 for Sea Dog. So it's to prove that you've done arena and you've leveled up there. But they now also have a variant on this where it's got the more blue to it, and that is for completing commendations in the arena, where you have to use this ship set or the set of weapons of that and shovel that matches. So there's you get the sails for, I believe, running the ship set in arena kind of thing, or hitting a
So
ship.
you have to be able to get into arena, and while you're in the lobby, throw on the this ship set, or at least pieces of it, or equip yourself with specific tools that from this set to be able to get the next set.
Yes. Which is why I currently don't have it, because
Interesting.
I haven't had a chance to play arena because of work.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
maybe we should do some arena sometime. Let's go.
Win a contest while you own everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you just have to own everything and win one time. I see. Has anyone got that yet? Several people?
So the own everything. So there's own all the glorious Sea Dog stuff and win, which quite a few people have done. And then there's also own all of the triumphant Sea Dog stuff and win as well, which I haven't done,
Oh,
but I know
wow.
quite a few people who have.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of work for someone like me who doesn't do arena very often.
Yes. Whereas some like my arena crew, if we like at one point we were playing arena basically every other day. So doing that sort of thing, actually, you do work your progress. So like, I think the issue I have with stuff like this is trying to get the original cannonball kills, because they were difficult to get because they didn't have, because splash damage didn't count at one point, so you had to have a dead-on
Oh.
shot.
I see.
Digging up chests I always struggled with because it was I'm the quartermaster and the helmsman, so I never leave the ship, so I can't go and dig up chests. And then obviously using the weapons I don't use, they're quite difficult sometimes as well because I'm not used to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the commendations in arena for like killing somebody with a blunderbuss I've never even done because I just don't carry a blunderbuss 90% of the time. Well, I have lately, I have more. Somebody Somebody you know said something to me at one point, and I was like, fine, now I need to practice carrying a blunderbuss. Because
Right.
it bothered me. So that's, I'm doing that
See,
now. But,
I normally
yeah.
always use the blunderbuss because I'm always on the ship. It's an easy one-shot kill if someone's trying to board you on the ladder. So
For sure.
if all of my crew is on the island digging or fighting another ship and someone tries to board me, if it's only the one person boarding, I can easily just deal with them because I can just stand on top of the ladder.
It is a lovely set, though. I think I borrowed some of these cannons the other day. Got some kills in with them. Got some shots in with them.
Yeah.
Who did I borrow them from? I borrowed them from one of your crew, actually. This is a parrot, one of the parrot sets.
Yes, this is the parrot set.
The original parrot set. I'm going to tell you that I hated this set so much.
Oh, really?
Because it was so gaudy to me. For some reason, it was just so gaudy to me. And I was like, I can't stand it. But then it kind of grew on me a little bit. I've never rocked any of the pieces on my own, but I'm a lot less judgy towards it now.
So you hate this set, Zombie loves it.
You're not the only one. There are definitely parrot people among the Sea of Thieves. Just like there are crab people, there are definitely parrot people.
If only we had the parrot dab.
The parrot dab.
I shouldn't be saying that. I'm giving Ray new ideas for modes.
Yeah. No. The parrots need a different dance.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh. Some kind of a shuffle, I assume. Do the bird? Oh no, there's one where somebody's like flapping their wings around. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, there's a chicken. This one.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's it. See, there's the parrot dance for the parrot people.
Even though it's called chicken.
The parrots get the chicken dance.
So what have we done next? So we have... Is that a full set? Yes. So this one, the flag will actually match full.
Oh, I've seen this scary fucker before. Alright, tell me about this guy.
This is the Morningstar set. So for this one, you got the flag and the sails for the Fate of the Morningstar tall tale. And then you got the hull and the figurehead for Revenge of the Morningstar.
So it's actually two separate tall tales that
Yes.
you need to do to get the full set.
So the two tall tales are like kind of joined on this ship of the Morningstar. So the idea is the first tall tale you're doing one part of the story, and then the second tale you're kind of continuing the story on from there then. What have we got next? Ah, this figurehead. You might recognize this figurehead.
I have seen this figurehead. I actually don't think I have this figurehead, but I've seen it. I've fought that man. I fought that man in a duel. Okay, it wasn't really a duel. This is a gold hoarder. The original Morningstar was actually torn apart by Old Mother at Golden Sands. Old Mother is an animal. So this is the gold hoarder.
What he was saying about the
Figurehead.
Morningstar is Old Mother was the big original main Kraken lore-wise. It's the big one. Which there is actually a little thing you can find in game about that. Yeah. Maybe
Easter eggs.
have a bit of a search around some islands and see what you can find.
And then you get this fancy gold hoarder. Yeah, for
Yeah.
that.
So the whole thing with this figurehead is you do the ninth tall tale 5 times and you find the journals, and you do it once, you get the jacket. You do it 5 times, you get the figurehead, and then if you complete all of the tall tales, you get the nice lovely gold curse, which
And you have the gold curse. Let's come look at your face. Show me your face, bro.
I have the new gold curse, the one I don't like. And just
But previously, there's a story on this because previously, when the gold curses first came out, there were
multiple,
separate ones.
yes.
It was randomized.
So,
I understand.
like Eo's just said in chat, you can easily do it in less than 2 days. He's saying that because that's what we did. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a case of originally there was multiple different curses that the actual gold hoarder NPCs that you turn the chests into have, and it was randomized between which one of them you would get, and you'd got one of them in your inventory. So like my original one, my entire chest was gold. The full one side of my face was gold. And then the only part that wasn't was like where my heart is basically. So you had to kind of if you had to kill me, it was kind of slit my throat and go through my heart that way. Whereas like Eo got a different one, whereas like his hands were covered in gold and he had a golden foot. And
So having the separate randomized curses kind of like made it really individual, I bet, for a time. What
Yes.
was the reason? Do you know what was the reason that that was stopped
so
or changed?
it was a case of somebody complained, fair enough, because the one curse, it was very, very little gold on the body. It was basically a tiny thing across the chest, and I mean like the size of your finger. And then I think I think like a tiny bit of your hand or your knuckles was gold, and that was about it. So they complained and said, I've done all this work for the curse, and I get basically no gold on my body. What the hell? Which is fair enough. So Rhea then said that it actually turned out to be a bug in the system where you had this gold curse, but it was actually pulling from the NBC gold curses rather than the gold curse we were supposed to have.
Oh.
So what they did then is they removed everyone's curses off of them, and then the ones who already had the curse, they gave the current curse to them, and then anyone who does the Tall Tales completely will get the current new curse.
That's awesome. I think that it's awesome that they responded to the guy, but I don't know that it's awesome that you don't get to have the individual randomized curses anymore, because I think that that individuality and that randomness kind of stands out a little bit.
Yeah.
However, I do have to say, if I busted my ass and you had half your body covered in gold and I had a little sliver, I might be a little salty myself,
Yes.
to be honest.
But it's like
So
it's like Leo just said. It took them around 2 weeks to patch in a new gold curse, and the one that we've actually got now doesn't match the image that you have in the vanity chest. So they look completely different.
Ah, I noticed that. Well, I wouldn't notice because I don't have it.
But
That's very interesting.
yeah. So it because it took them so long, it feels like it's kind of like, oh, this person complained, create one now quick. Like that's what it seems to me anyway. But what should have been done, and what would have been really nice if they did want this whole thing of, sorry, you got the wrong curse. Give all of us the new curse, yeah, sure, but don't take away the old one.
Ah, yeah.
Because-
Let you keep it
Yeah,
kind of in your inventory.
yeah, it's like you were saying, could have been handled a lot better. Announce a deadline, if you wish to get the legacy one alongside the new one.
Yeah. All right, what's our next set? Give me another set.
Next one.
Old Hoarder. I need to finish that. That
That a
fancy
full
guy.
set? Yeah, that's a full set. You might recognize this one. You might not.
I do recognize this one. I have this one.
You have this one, do you?
I have parts of this one. I have parts of this. I do believe I have parts of this one. I have the figurehead.
Where's the cap?
I have the fishing pole. That's what I got. I might have the sails for this. I know I have the figurehead for sure, but yeah. Yes, that is obsidian.
No,
you don't have the figurehead.
Obviously, I don't have the capstan. So yeah, but they're most of them are basically promotional kind of things. So Stuff like when they go to like Comic-Con or E3 and stuff like that. They're the kind of things they tend to give out. So like recently, you had the banjo, which was the Designed by Humans hoodie kind of thing. You've got the capstan or anchor, which is it's currently in a couple of places. There's stuff like Sea of Champions that did a giveaway for them. Dread Pirate Dirk. Yeah, it's like Eo just said, the actual lore name of the actual ship is the Black Dog, and the original set was the Black Dog set. But,
The Black Dog set.
But for some reason, they've given different names for the
Be
different
safe,
items,
Carrot.
even though they're the exact same set. They're the same theme, everything. Like how you have the mercenary set is all the different mercenary items. Kind of weird, that one. So you might recognise this next one, because you potentially have this
Oh
one.
yeah. Yep, I do have this set as well. This was the first promotional set that I got, that I was like, that I actually got. This is the Spartan set.
Yes.
And that was a limited time in August that it was available, I believe. Want to say August? The Halo set, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's called... Yeah.
It's called
The
the
Spartan
Spartan
set.
set, yes.
Mhm.
There was actually 2 dates that it was out for. So there was the original time it came out, but it was only the figurehead, hull and sails, and I think the flag as well. But then they did then another one when they actually created the capstan anchor and capstan cannons and wheel.
And I'm going to come over here and do this view just because I know a lot of people want to see this. I know Llama wants to see this. And when I got this, I was so amazed at like how well they did this set. I actually have several social profiles that have my pirate standing in front of that set in a matching outfit because it was cool. But this is definitely, this was the Halo-inspired Spartan set, and it was a big deal, actually.
Yes.
People like went nuts over this one, I remember.
Well, it was the first time they actually got involved with another company and decided to actually bring it to the Sea of Thieves life. They kind of then set the thing for, like Zombie said, with the gears. So we also have the set for Gears of War now. Where is that one? The Omen set it's called?
I believe so.
Yeah, the Omen set.
Alright, let's see the Omen set. Oh, the storm's coming in and out. It's getting dark. I don't know if I'll be able to continue to see this. Let's go over here. Or Game of War, which was different. Alright, this is the Gears set. The Gears set, a lot of people love too. I know people went nuts because the Gears set came out about the same time that Gears 5 released, so people kind of correlated them together. It was like a cross-promotional thing.
Yes. So it was at E3, they advertised. So they announced this set if you played the game during that time. They also announced Everwild at the time, and then Gears 5 got announced. It was kind of a cross-promotional between the two. It's actually kind of nice how they've done that.
And I'm not really familiar with that game, so I don't get all of the...
I've played it in the past. I never understood like the logo on the flag kind of thing. I get the figurehead is meant to be the saw blade kind of thing, and it actually does make sense with the chainsaw and gears. When I was talking to people who were into both, they were so hyped up about it. It was amazing.
Yeah, same, same. It was people that played both games were like super excited, and then I was over here like, the Crimson Omen. All right, let me get back up here. Maybe the sun will start to come out. Or that storm will move away a little bit. There we go. Back up here. All right, I'm up here.
Right, so next, since it's dark, maybe put them ones on since it's... Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Barely, but I can see it, yeah. I
So
can get the gist of this.
That's the Golden Skull sales, which was, it wasn't actually... You couldn't purchase it in-game at all. You had to go into the Microsoft Store and purchase it that way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you couldn't even... So, ancient coins that you found via... like ancient skeletons around, they weren't... You couldn't use that. You had to actually spend real world currency to get them.
And when were these out? Was this was limited time as well?
Yeah. So these were... Let me find the date. November 28th to 3rd of December. Can you see the Omen sales now?
Oh, yeah, I can see them
That's
better.
bright.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The Omen. Yeah. Omen sales. There they start to brighten up. Look at that. Look at that color start to come in.
That's the sense, that's the rise.
Right. So this is the Gears set, the Omen. The Omen.
Yes.
Makes sense. I like it. That's very nice.
So next is the Cutthroat set. I can actually find the hole. There.
And the Cutthroat set. Now this is also another rare reference to a game that they've done previously called Killer Instinct, if I recall correctly.
Yes. I believe. Is it? I find the...
And again, that's another game that I'm not familiar with. But this set also had a secondary set. So this one was only available in the Emporium.
Yes.
And then it had a secondary set that was also only available in the Emporium.
So the second set that you're mentioning with the Cutthroat, it wasn't a full set. It was the just like the Bait and Bird, the figurehead and sails you could get collected editions for, which is what I've just put on now.
Yeah, I like this right here. This figurehead, the collector's edition figurehead for this set, I've always liked. I thought that was kind of badass without even knowing this game. And Llama says this was like a Street Fighter type game, so that's interesting.
Yeah. It was also the where that figurehead comes from. The spinal figurehead.
And this figurehead.
Yeah, so that's
amazing.
another Killer Instinct reference, but that was before the Emporium. So that's why that's different.
It matches though. The colors match because the colors on the shield match the sails.
Yeah, because it's actually like referencing to in-game stuff.
Yeah. It's awesome. Guess who has to go find Killer Instinct now?
The next we have the Celestial Steed.
The Celestial Steed, and I actually use the flag from this set. It's the only flag that I use. The Celestial Steed set. This was a Prime
Twitch
set.
Prime, yes.
Twitch Prime. Yes, it's beautiful. That's not the appropriate flag. It's a beautiful set. I like it. I collected unicorns for a long time, so that's cute. It's cute. But I use the sail off of it, or I use the flag off of this set. I don't use anything else. So this was also limited time, but you had to have Twitch Prime, and you could get the full set.
Yes.
All you had to do was log in.
Yes, you had to link your Twitch Prime and Sea of Thieves accounts, and then actually go onto the Twitch Prime page and click collect or whatever it was you clicked. That was, funny enough, that ended 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So if you missed it 2 days ago, you've missed it. You've missed it today.
Ventress then. So now
Hi.
we've got a Nightshine Parrot.
The Night Shine Parrot. So this was the secondary parrot set. The first parrot was bright. The first parrot is the set that I disliked immensely.
Yes.
And this was the secondary set that came out in the black market not too long ago. And so you could get this one if you didn't. You could get this set. This set I think is much calmer and much prettier. And I actually love the hull on this set. The cannons are a different. They're a variation also.
It's more dulled down.
See the capstan, yeah, it's
rather
dulled
than
down.
being
Still,
bright. Yeah.
still got some shine, but it's not as flashy.
Yes.
So, another beautiful set. And then the inner sail is this. There. A very nice set. I like the parrot on this one better as well.
Yeah. Although I do find it funny when you put the old parrot on there.
What? It's in the box.
There it is.
What? There it is. Oh my. Yeah, that's just the difference, even just in the figureheads, is enough to let you know, like, just how much brighter the original set is.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the final set was the Kraken adjustment one, which was the Inky Kraken now.
Yeah, the Inky Kraken, which is much brighter. Again, the secondary sail is this one. And we talked before about how the use of space in the Kraken, because it's definitely cool. But it didn't change the figurehead. The hull I like on the Inky Kraken because it's got more of a sheen to it. And if you stand and... Actually, I'll just come over here and show you. And there was another hull that I'm told I don't have, but I'm told did something similar. It just had a shine to it, and if you went on the inside, you could see colors a little bit differently. It's not this one. There's some of them that will actually paint the inside as well.
Yeah. So you can notice that a lot with the when you go into arena, and the inside of the ships in arena is actually painted your ship color. But even on the inside of the ship, you know what color you are.
That's very nice. That's got to be extremely helpful. And I'm actually going to position myself over here to look at sails because I want to see the bigger.
Sail wise, we did stuff like the Vanguard sails, which were the
those are so
on the
pretty.
website. You have stuff like the plain coloured ones. You have like black, you got grass green, you got red, royal blue, and then the yellow.
And those are all the standard. You can get those as soon as you
Anytime,
start.
yeah, they're
Nothing
like the
special.
cheapest sails. They just colour it, so it's not just the pure white. We missed out the inevitable Reaper sails, which
The Reaper sails.
I can't remember how you got them.
That was a specific set of Reaper runs, I believe.
It was
Voyages, I believe.
You had to do the legendary Westward Black Powder Reaper voyage commendation. That was for Killer Shark. Which to get this, you had to do the Black Powder run westwards while flying the Reaper's Mark 3 times.
Gotcha.
We missed anything? Oh, we've missed them ones. Do you know
And
what?
these are this is a Briggsy, right?
Yes.
This is from doing a tall tale again.
Yeah, so Captain Briggsy, you get this. Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin the tall tale. Just go do them.
Yeah, go do the tall tale.
Yeah.
Okay, hold please. I have to go find some food. So the Briggsy sales again were ones that you did by completing that particular tall tale, and you should go and do it so that you can catch the story and probably actually catch the story because tall tales are parts of stories. Ramsay was the first pirate to bring Briggsy a lock that she couldn't crack open. Ramsay.
So then we've also got Sales of the Ashen Dragon.
Oh, the Ashen Dragon. This is also from a tall tale. This is from the Seabound Soul
Yes.
tall tale, which is another amazing story that you should definitely check out.
So this one.
I know, I like these ones a lot too.
So it's completing the tall tale 3 times, and then you've also got to discover some journals and some stuff the journals point to as well. And then there's a full like clothing outfit that match these sales and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, it's cool. It's the best peg leg in the game. Just saying.
Do you recognize these sales?
These ones are also from a tall tale. These ones are from the Maiden Voyage tall tale.
Yes.
And these sails are significant because they point to the ancients, which are a civilization that used to live around. There's ruins everywhere. You can explore and find them underwater and things.
So the
zombie goes mermaids.
They were called the Magpie's Fortune Tales, and it's the same reason as I can't really go do it.
You're just like really cautious. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Just stop.
Go,
Just go do the tall
Maiden
tales.
Voyage.
I will tell you this though, when I started the game there was no tutorial, and I started like literally on Ancient Spire in a storm, not knowing that I had my own ship and I didn't know what to do. And I ran around in circles until I got frustrated and got lost and didn't know if I was looking for specific things in the caves or whatever. And finally I was just like, screw it, and I logged out and waited for my friends so that I could learn to play. And not long ago a dear friend of mine said you should definitely do the Maiden Voyage. Like, we were actually chatting and doing things, and he said, go do the Maiden Voyage. Just go do it and tell me what you think. I liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot, and I kind of wished that it existed when I started. It was pretty amazing, and one of the things that I noted was that it really brought back some of that like excitement and sense of adventure that you like when you play a game or when you go do things for a while. It turns into humdrum and you get used to it and things become methodical, and it kind of brought back some of that sense of unknown adventure, and I liked that a lot. So I suggest that everyone go and do the Maiden Voyage. If you haven't done it yet, go do it and get these sales while you're at it, because they're cool sales.
It also gives you a nice little introduction to the lore behind the Sea of Thieves as well. So why the Sea of Thieves exists, how you get there, all these different things that happen. So like there's, apart from the whole game mechanic of a mermaid spawns, you can go back to your ship rather than having to have someone sail back to you. They've got the lore behind that as well. So why does a mermaid come to your rescue? Why do they actually help out? Why do they bother? Do they actually care about you, or do they do it on purpose, or
they're trying to kill you? It's funny because you see people, when I see posts all the time of newer players that are like, oh, there's this strange glowing statue and I die when I get close to it, or it damages me. What is it? And they don't know. And for the longest time, it's stuff like that, little stuff like that I think is really important. And I think that the Maiden Voyage helps to bring some of that history or some of that reasoning behind different things in the lore.
Yes, and it's definitely it actually helps tie in a lot of other parts of the lore as well. So stuff like the books and some of the stuff, like there was a couple of differences between the book and in-game kind of thing. but part of the main voyage and part of some of the tall tales, whatever, help explain how it became that. So even like the tall tales, it actually with the lore and everything as well. They're definitely
really
something to check out.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I was turned off for the tall tales, for all of them, for a long, long time, for various reasons. And when I finally broke down and started doing them, like actually being able to do them, because it really does depend on the crew that you're with and what the
Yes.
goal is. And if your goal is just to grind through it and not pay attention, then that's fine. But that was never my goal. I want to go through them and like actually take in those stories and stuff. So if you have the time to do that and you have the crew that is willing to do that with you, I think going in knowing what the crew's goal is will help you to enjoy the tall tales in a more effective way, so that you're going to get what you're going in for. So yeah, everyone go do them. Go do them. Go do them all.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing me and EO had as well. With we completed the tall tales within 48 hours, and I mean, like, we got the cult curse within 48 hours, so we did them all 5 times, and we found the journals. But it was a case of I want to. Yeah, it was more like 35 hours because we did sleep between and stuff like that as well.
Naps? What?
Yeah. But it was a case of I've always wanted to go back and redo them again, not just to do them and enjoy them, but to actually go and reread up on the lore behind them. Because I've even though I do know the story and the lore with it and what's said in the journals, I always feel like I've missed something, so I always want to go back.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to go back and hear the stories and see what I've missed. I think it would be amazing for newer people to go and do tall tales with somebody that could, like, I personally want to go back and do all of the tall tales from beginning to end with somebody who knows the stories better. So what sails are these? What is this? This is very plain.
These sails are called the Noble Pathfinder sails, and these sails are currently in the Emporium, and
Oh, yes.
they are charity sails. So when you purchase these
They are charity
sails,
sails.
you will be donating the money you spend on them to a charity called Special Effect, which are actually a really good charity that has done a lot of work with the gaming community and getting people who have disabilities, giving them the ability to play games.
I think that I've listened to, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I listened to an event where they did some kind of discussion, and it sounded a lot like the Special Effect goes in and helps to identify. They'll like send an occupational therapist or whatever into your home and help figure out like what are the things that you need to be able to effectively utilize like your controller or what adaptations you have to have or things like that, so that people can enjoy games in the same way with others.
Yes.
And didn't Sea of Champions did an event for Special Effect as well?
Yeah, so
Correct.
our Christmas event was we invited a bunch of streamers to come along and play our Sea of Champions arena modes, and we then had a Tiltify campaign then which raised £4,109.09, which was all then donated to Special Effect.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a really good turnout. That's amazing.
Yeah, as Eo
I
said, the
didn't-
winds of
I-
change.
The winds of change. It's beautiful. That's awesome. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Thanks. If you on our Twitch and on our website, whatever, we have the whole VODs available as well, so you can go back and watch the streams and see what
If
actually happened.
you have one, feel free to drop a link into the chat for your
If I
website or
post
whatever.
The website. There's the website for everyone. So you've got.
I love that you literally just typed it out and didn't have to copy and paste or anything.
Oh, I'm the one who manages the website. Surely I should know.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, go check out that website and hang out there a little bit. That's just some cool stuff happens over there. Some cool stuff. It's actually, I haven't had a lot of time to like go and just roam around and explore on the website, but the bits and pieces of it that I was in were were well done. So congratulations on that as well.
Thanks.
So that's the Sea of Champions website. Those are nice sales.
They're very nice sales.
And you can still donate to Special Effect, right now?
Yeah, so you
On
can either get these sales in game and donate that way, or you could easily just donate to Special Effect in some form or another if you want to be that charitable as well. But I believe the links that we had set up have all closed now because we've sent the money over.
Mm.
But the Special
But there
Effects
was-
have a donate button on their webpage if you do feel like donating, and you can do it through Just Giving, PayPal.
I'm just gonna run up here into the Emporium real quick because I'm pretty sure I could be wrong.
Coins only.
Let's just find out. Run, dun, dun. I've spent all of my... There you go. So if you go over here, check this out, into the Emporium, to the charity section, Noble Pathfinder sales, it gives you the option to do that. So 6 days, it says. But then
just
it
the
also
time of the
has
stuff.
the website. Yeah. It also gives you their website there so that you can look at it. It's just in the thing, in the description.
Remember,
So
assume
I
wealth
don't
is
believe
a
these
virtue.
sales will be leaving the Emporium in 6 days because they haven't got the time limited icon on them like some of the other items do. So even after these 6 days, you should still be able to get the sales and still donate that way.
Awesome. Yes. Alright. Oh, I didn't turn it far enough. Just leave it to me. Alright, going to the beach. Alright, so this is the Sea Dog set. This is the... Which one?
This is the Sea Dog set, this one.
The regular Sea Dog
Yeah,
set.
but you've also got stuff like the Rogue Sea Dogs.
I like this set. I've used this set, aside from the figurehead, I've used this sail and hull set a couple of times just because I think they're pretty. And I'm not gonna lie, when I originally saw these sails, it didn't register as a Sea Dog set, it registered as an Order of Souls set. And then when I realized that it wasn't an Order of Souls set, I kind of felt like an idiot.
So this is basically a Order of Souls set, because to get the items you have to be level 50 on the Order of Souls. Yeah, and then we've also got Grand Admiral.
I do like the Grand Admiral sails. They're nice.
I'm just amazed that there's I haven't got like a figurehead for this or anything, because it's one of the removed figureheads.
Ah, yeah.
Really annoys me. Same as then we've done Royal Sovereign. It is the Imperial Sovereign now.
Oh, the Imperial, that's the one we didn't do. I don't think we did, yeah. So, oh yeah, we didn't do
So that's the
these.
Scurvy Beldraft, which
Yeah.
is again one of the...
Scurvy Mildrat.
So this, there was a issue with one of the updates where they accidentally brought back this figurehead. So I have this figurehead, which is the one that's currently equipped.
That's interesting. Okay. So tell me again the story of the Vanguard sales. I mean, like, people, I see a lot of discussion about it and some confusion, and I think it's been cleared up a couple of times in various areas, but I want to make sure that I understand this correctly. So these ones were available for signing up for a website.
Yes, so
Correct.
you went onto the Sea of Thieves website, and there was a program you could sign up for, and all basically you entered your email into it, and it would allow you to sign up to the program. That's how you got them. but they are commonly misrepresented as alpha sales.
So to help understand that a little bit, I think it helps to understand that Insider today is not what Insider then was. It was a completely different program, just happens to have the same name, or it was
Yes.
set up differently.
So back then there was the Insider program was something different, and then they had the Pioneers then, which was the beta tester kind of thing. Whereas now they have removed the Pioneers program and opened it up to everyone, and now called it the Insider program. So there's kind of two over the years. Just like EO said, you had to sign up for the program before December 2017. But you didn't have to play an alpha or a beta.
And then there are some because you didn't actually have to play the beta at all, so they weren't at all beta sales. They were sign up for website sales.
Yeah,
which
so
makes
just
sense.
sign up for the program.
So and then there are a few sets of sales that you don't have, like banana sales, which there was an event that went with that too. What was that event for the banana sales? Those are pretty rare.
Banana sales, they are. I don't know if it was a duo or a quad that ended up with them, but there was a out of game. So before the game actually launched, there was a competition where you would follow Rare and Sea of Thieves social medias and their website and whatnot, and it was a quest for the golden banana, and you had to do all these different challenges, and you worked your way through, and it was the people who won the competition then ended up with this exclusive set. So it's not just sales, it's the entire ship, it's all the clothing, it's everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's a full set that is exclusive to them.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a sale set.
No, it's a full.
And then there's another one that's called Loot and Lore.
Yes. So
what was that?
Loot and Lore is there's a streamer who I can't remember what his name was. Oh, Frosty, that's his name. Who did part of his stream. One of the things he did was called Loot and Lore, and it was basically he would fill up the back of the ship with tons of loot and sail around to a friendly ship and ask them questions about the Sea of Thieves and about the lore behind it and stuff like that. And if they got the questions right, they could then win the loot. So every question right they got, they chose a piece of loot from the different categories, and then
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then the final then to win all the loot was kind of like he did like a the one time he did a cutlass duel on the mast while he was moving the mast back and forth.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So Ray decided to do some sort of Easter egg for him, which was give him his own unique sales.
That's awesome. That's very cool. All right, let's see some Breathless Broadside. We'll talk about those sales again. Oh, fuck me. All right, this is the Breathless Broadside. Eobra is very familiar with this ship, as is Lear Lake. Lear Lake is the helmsman for this ship.
And Eobra is my captain.
If you see the ship, fire at will. 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's like Eo's just said, the sales will be replaced by a new set of sales that is coming to the game called the Lord Guardian sales. So it's that's my ship. I spawn on it. It's not just a case
Nice.
of these sales. Currently, I don't have them because I haven't received the board game yet. But the Lord Guardian sales is sales that you get a code for when you purchase the RPG board game from Mongoose Publishing.
Ah, I see. There's the helmsman on his ship, admiring its beauty. So these current sales, these are the overachiever sales, and you said that these were earned because they changed the difficulty of certain things and then did a kind of response to the community and provided this as something to show that these people had put in an effort
Yes.
greater than those that followed them?
Yes, you had to complete one or more of the achievements that were lowered before December 14th, 2018. So the original achievement were quite a lot higher than what they are now. Actually, so there was with all the numbers, there was quite a big difference between what used to be required and what is now required, which is why, like Io said, a a person we used to play with called Takita mentioned in the forums and whatnot, hang on a minute, how come you're lowering these, but the people who already done them, how come they get nothing special, kind of thing.
Yes.
That's what it was. So they had the overachiever cells and they said, okay, we'll give it to these people, but they hadn't told anyone they were doing that until the achievements changed.
Ah, I see. So people didn't know that they had the opportunity to earn the sales.
Yes, so it was kind of a case of, oh, by the way, we're lowering the achievements, and anyone who already earned them gets these sales. Whereas after the big write up by people, yeah, like you said, you could have had your 999 captain chests turn in, but you hadn't turned in the 1,000th one. You wouldn't have been eligible, even though you were over the required limit.
Oh.
So what they did to,
Yeah.
so that got brought up in a big forum discussion and whatnot. And then what the outcome of that was anyone who achieved, so if you were above the requirement, you then ended up one below the new achievement. So if you turned in 999 of them, you ended up have turned in 49 of them, kind of thing. And you needed 50 for the achievement.
So you still had to do one more.
So you still had to do one more to trigger it.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
I was saying about there being there was individual items as well that you could get. So like we had the individual sales, but they've also got stuff there's an individual wheel that's not part of a full set. Then there's an individual capstan, and there's also an individual cannon.
Alright, let's look at these. Let's start with the wheel, because I'm back here now. Ooh,
Okay, so the individual wheel is this one there.
Oh, this is Wild Rose.
Yes. So this is the Wild Rose Tall Tale.
This wheel I've seen. This is a really pretty wheel, and this one one of those you must do the Tall Tale. Go do it because it's an amazing story anyway. And you should learn the lore.
What Wild Rose?
But this is really
story,
pretty.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's very nice. It's very elegant. I like it.
We have the Golden Sailor cannons.
Golden Sailor.
Do you know
Oh
what these ones
shit!
are
How
for?
the hell did I do that?
Well
I
done.
just somehow fell off beside the cannon. Something wrong with the gun wall. It didn't protect me. Okay. Golden Sailor.
So, do you know what these ones are for?
No, I do not.
So
actually.
these were purchasable in the normal in-game shop, so the normal shipwright. On the anniversary. So this is part of the anniversary stuff, where it was a limited time thing to show you were around at the time of the anniversary. I believe it was in the shop anyway. I don't think it was just given to you.
No, I think those ones were in the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, they were both in the shop. They cost 320 gold a piece. So 320, third month, 20th day, March 20th, the anniversary.
Ah, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty clever naming idea.
That is clever. That's very clever, actually.
We also have that one's that cannon there.
Which cannon is this?
This cannon is the Magpie's Wing cannon. This is another tall tale. It's
Ah.
the first tall tale, this one.
Ah,
And,
see, I didn't get this one. I need to finish that.
So, the Magpie's Wing, if you've done the first tale, you will learn that it's It's an old ship helmed by a specific person in the game who now has a different ship in a different location. And you have to be a very special person to be able to find this person in game.
Very interesting.
And then we've also then got the capstan. Where is it?
Change. Voila. Change. Voila. Oh, there it went. Yeah, see, it worked. Oh, yes, this one. And this one's also from the Tall Tale, yes.
So this is the trap maker. Tall Tale. So if you look at it, it's
And
actually a nice little barrel. Is the capstan's a barrel. Very nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And this one,
This one's
I'm
Tall
just
Tale
going to
again.
do this for a second so you can see the mechanic on this one. There you go. Oh, everybody have a really good look at that skull. Alright. Trapmaker's a good tale as well.
Yeah.
Or the Art of the Trickster, that's what it's called.
Yes, the trickster. Where, when you find the key, run. That's my little hint. When you find this key, run.
It's funny, the first time I did that, they're like, okay, we're gonna have you do this part, and then everyone was already in the ship except for me, and I was like, wait, what? What's going on? And then, yeah.
And then that
you run.
happened.
And then that happened. I don't know how I lived.
But you did somehow.
I did somehow. Sometimes I survive the strangest of things.
And the other time you die
this
to
is a
the
nice
simplest of things.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, but that's every item I own.
Mm,
But there are some
that's awesome.
there are some other stuff we haven't mentioned, such as where are they? So there are deckhand sails. So it's a sail with a big hand imprint kind of thing, which is the deckhand logo, which is the community moderator team that is officially recognised by Rare. So they have their own little title and their own sail as like a little thing for there. So like people know the likes of Music Me and T-Dog Swift. They've got their own little Easter eggs in game, and they also there are deckhands, so they'll have the sails and the title in game.
That's awesome.
And then you've also got the Rare Crew sails, which you've probably seen on the Rare live streams, which is basically just the outline of the Rare logo, but you have to work at Rare to get those sails. What have I not covered? Oh, I haven't covered the most obvious one. Those sails.
These sails. Plain old white sails. Noob sails.
Yeah. So apart from the Triumphant Sea Dog then as well, which is the blue Sea Dogs basically. That's everything.
This is the Midnight Blunderbuss?
Yes.
Wait, what is this?
Midnight Blunderbuss.
Oh. This is really... I've not actually looked at one of these up close. Look, guys, look how pretty this is. This is the only way to get an actual real... Look at that. That is so cool. I like it.
What's your
You like
ship
how I...
name?
The George and Kraken.
So George is actually one of the community members.
Oh. I can't find my grog.
It's on the right.
There it is. Aha! Look at this. Let's have some beers. Grog! Story behind the pirate code.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So
Tell us, Lero.
the pirate code is actually it wasn't straight up designed by Rare. It was actually a helped with the community. The community actually helped develop the pirate code and the rules that should govern the seas.
That's amazing, considering how much controversy and discussion there seems to be around some of the articles, that it's actually a community written code that was designed by the community.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reach this bell. This is my goal, is to ring the bell right now. I got it.
Wait, you
Yes.
bell? No, that's a new.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I never knew the green bell.
Yes, you can ring that bell. I taught Lero something, guys. Guys, I taught Lero something. I'm excited. Oh god, he puked in my face.
You
This
puked
is
on
my
me.
payment. I mean, this is fair.
I'm stuck between the barrel and the table.
I'm just like, I'm gonna accidentally start voting on tall tales and shit. Ooh, boy. Ugh, and here's the shadiest character there ever was. So this is the gentleman we were talking about earlier that left his crew for dead. Look at this shady guy. First thing he always says is, "Then you trust me." No, I don't trust you, Jim.
That's why he says that. It's because he's got
You
that
tried to-
reputation behind.
He tried to poison his captain. As a captain, I find this
Here for
offensive.
some danger and excitement.
There was before Duke went missing, or before he left, or whatever it was. There was he was actually with the mysterious stranger on what's now called the Reaper's Hideout, and it was a case of he would actually explain that yes, he did lie to you, because he actually said that Morrow was the one who poisoned, killed the rest of the crew, and he actually admits to all his crimes or whatever, but said he's a changed man, and then he starts helping out Duke then.
I want to know if Grace Morrow is any relation to Grey Morrow.
Not that I know of. Oh yeah, look at his necklace, Rob. Look what's hanging.
Yeah, it's a finger. It's Flameheart's finger. I believe
Why has he got
it's
that?
Flameheart's finger. Because he probably tried to kill him
How can
too.
old Jim and the bilge rats help you?
I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. Yeah. I actually, when I first realized that it was a skeleton finger, I drove around for 2 days, I believe, looking to see whose skeleton finger it was. And at that point, I had already done the Seabound Soul, but I hadn't really, I missed that part.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 days later when, I believe it was it a dev update, Zombie? And it wasn't a dev update, or it was like weekly stream, and they did the Seabound Soul, and somebody during stream pointed out that Flameheart's finger was missing, and I was like, son of a bitch! And then after that, everyone was like, it's Flameheart's finger, Jem has Flameheart's finger, and yeah, and I missed it, and I really kind of felt disappointed for missing it the first time.
You're not the only one who missed
For
it
not
the first
catching
time,
it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I
I was like, son of a gun, how did I miss that?
I didn't actually realize that Flameheart was missing a finger. I didn't actually even realize that he had the finger around his necklace.
That's funny. Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. I did. All right, for real. I'm for real gonna. You believe it was the mysterious stranger is slowly rebuilding Flameheart's ship and bringing him back via Jim? Oh, that's an interesting theory. We shall theorize some more later. I'm for real gonna get off of here for a little bit, so I'm gonna end this stream because I want it to end with just the ship stuff. So we're gonna do that. This is again, thank you, Lero, for coming in and going through all of this stuff with us. And thank you, EO, for hanging out in chat and being available to help with this stuff as well. You guys are some of the most knowledgeable people I've run across. Here's the beautiful Lero Lake and the amazing Breathless Broadside. I'm going to take a nice little picture of this. There you go. All right. I'll be back in